Alright, I have a word for you, and this word is from the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verse 5. And this word reads, "You shall not be afraid of the terror by night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor of the pestilence that walks in the darkness, nor of the destruction that lays waste at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. You shall see it with your own eyes, and see the reward of the wicked." Now listen, the scripture tells us, the psalmist writes and says, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of the terror by night, because I do realize there are some things that come by night. You cannot have enough sleep. All of a sudden, you hear a sound while you are asleep. You get dreams that are horrific. You see things, but the psalmist says, do not be afraid, nor of the arrow that flies by day. Many times when you are walking, sometimes at work, or you are going to the market, there are arrows that are flying in the day. There are arrows that are flying towards your direction. But the scripture says, do not be afraid of them. They will not affect you. Yes, you will see them with your eyes, but you will not be affected. There are people that are set to destroy your life. There are people that are around you, that trail you, but they will not destroy you. You will overcome every plan that the enemy sets for you. There is destruction at noonday, but it will not come near you, for the Lord is with you. Do not be afraid of small things. Some of you are uncertain of the future. You do not know what tomorrow holds for you. As I speak right now, there are some of you even who have not completed your rent. You do not know where the money is coming from. Even to your children's education. There is somebody that I'm speaking to right now. You do not know where the money for your education, for your children's education is coming from. But God will provide. If God has placed you in that location, if God has placed you in that area, if God has placed you in that country, He will provide for you. The righteous shall not be put to shame. Do not be afraid at how they look at you. There are some people that you meet along the way. When you look at them, the way they stare at you, the way they gaze at you, it seems as though they are plotting destruction for your life. If I'm speaking to you, go ahead and type. Go ahead and comment. Man of God, you are speaking to me. You are speaking to my situation. Do not be afraid. I'm speaking to somebody who's easily frightened by everything. You get scared of the dark. You are afraid of that somebody would come and destroy your life. Maybe you took a loan and you have not yet repaid it back, and you are afraid. But God says, do not be afraid. What I love about God is that on many occasions, when He came to His people, or when He sent an angel to deliver a message to His people, the first thing that He usually said, do not be afraid. Because he knows that fear is something that the enemy uses against the children of God. And I talked about this. Fear is false evidence appearing to be real. It is false. It is an illusion. And fear transfers authority from you to the adversary. That's why God tells you, do not be afraid. And the scripture says, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. He has not given us a spirit of timidity. So fear comes from the enemy. Fear comes from the pits of hell. You woke up this morning when you're afraid. But I've come to assure you, do not be afraid. You woke up this morning when you feel like as if God has left you. But the scripture says, he will never leave you nor forsake you. He is always with you. Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He never changes. If he says he will protect you, if he says he will be by your side, he will be by your side. He is a promise-keeping God. There are things that frighten you at night. There are things that you easily get afraid of. But God is about to wipe away your fears. God is about to destroy all your fears. If you can give him the trust. If you can say, here I am. I give you everything that I have. Then he will take care of you. The enemy is afraid of your God because your God is bigger than him. He can do nothing. The enemy can do nothing to you. That's why he comes in at night. That's why he hides himself so that you cannot see him. But God will protect you. The word that I leave with you, do not be afraid. God is with you. Listen, if you have any prayer request, you can go ahead and send your prayer request. You can go ahead and comment and like this video, share this video with somebody else. Who knows, the person that you share this video with is living a life that is fearful, is afraid. And this can give hope to them. This can encourage them. Some people are going through diseases that have been branded as deadly. And they think that it's the end of their lives. But these messages can bring hope to them, can bring faith to them. Until next time, be blessed.